Welcome to the Roadkill Cafe. You kill 'em, we grill 'em. But you're here for a different kind of roadside trash, and we get it. Roadkill was an extremely popular show that ran from 2012 to 2018 on YouTube, and it involved pushing the absolute limits of what junkyard cars can do. You trash 'em, we crash 'em. Maybe?
This time at Roadkill Garage, we get rid of all the modern stuff on the General Mayhem. Freiburger! Steve, save yourself!
Welcome back to TUNANOCRUST, and it's time to serve up some roadkill. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to the largest car show TV YouTube channel. It's free. But before we talk about roadkill, we must discuss Hot Rod Magazine. Both of Roadkill's hosts, David Freiburger and Mike Finnegan, were staff at Hot Rod Magazine, editor and technical staff editor respectively, before breaking into television. A third host, Steve Dolchich, would eventually join the cast. Hot Rod Magazine had been affiliated with Motortrend, and the two editors used those resources to make the show. This does not mean that either of them was bad at working on cars. On the contrary, Roadkill showcased their experience. Finnegan was a self-taught engine builder. They had to take worn-out cars and make them run again, even if they were going to get wrecked shortly after. Roadkill started because the two editors dreamt of their own magazine. They wanted a mag called Roadkill, but instead made a show treasured by gearheads everywhere. It was largely accidental. They went on a road trip, filmed it, edited it, and people loved it. Remember that point about the magazine, though? It'll come up later. The original iteration of Roadkill started in 2012 and ended in 2018. Sort of. Described as two guys behaving badly with cars and bad ideas, brilliant execution, the show pushes cars to their limits. Random car challenge ideas became stunts. We play with cars and you point and laugh, said Freiburger. If you want to see barely legal street vehicles run through the ringer, this is the show for you. Unlike most reality TV shows, Roadkill was barely scripted. The entire premise was thinking up crazy car challenges and doing them on camera. Things crashed, burned, and exploded because of these ideas. You can't script that. But the reactions, laughter, and drama were also real, leading the show to win hearts around the world. While the hosts fix cars to make them work, the point of Roadkill is to see what cars are capable of before they break down. It's a show that is designed to have people watch while the crew does silly things with cars that were left for scrap. Here's a quick list of things that are normal for the show. It's a good day one if nothing is on fire. A barely drivable car, some have spent years in the junkyard. Engine swaps. Zip ties, lots of them. Don't get it right, just get it running. Tony Angelo broke something. Tony broke it. Racing cars in rough terrain. Budget challenges like driving a trashed car from point A to point B for under $1,500. It'll be fine right before a vehicle breaks down. We'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Deal Dash. Like many of the car flippers featured on this channel, paying full price for anything is just unacceptable. But it can be hard to find these deals, right? Well, not on Deal Dash. If you haven't heard of Deal Dash, it's an auction website where everything starts at $0. All bids begin at $0 and each bid raises the price by 1 cent. In order to start bidding, you must add bids to your account by purchasing a bid pack. Each time you place a bid, 1 bid is removed from your balance. The deals on this website are insane. Check out this PS5 bundle that just sold for less than $50. I think I'll put a few bids in on this $800 Walmart gift card. We'll let you know in the next video if we win. You will often find daily promotions that offer free bids and special offers around certain holidays. Deal Dash is hooking up my viewers with 100 free bids with your first bid pack purchase. That's $10 worth of free bids. Check out our link in the description and use promo code NOCRUST. Now, let's get back into the video. Roadkill also has several spin-offs including Roadkill Garage, Faster with Finnegan, Junkyard Gold, and Engine Masters. They almost have a multiverse. We'll be talking more about the Roadkill Motortrend universe later, so hold off before typing that we missed something. But was the original Roadkill actually cancelled? It's more appropriate to say it moved. The show is no longer on YouTube. Instead, it is moved to Motortrend along with the rest of the Roadkill multiverse. You can catch new episodes on Motortrend and some smaller segments on YouTube. The newer material is unfortunately more scripted, leading many loyalists to question if it's still the same show. Like with Pimp My Ride, there's a Car of Theseus question with this upgrade. Roadkill also lost one of its hosts, Michael Finnegan. He was replaced by Steve Dulcich, another automotive magazine writer. It was not his first time on TV. He had been on Engine Masters before joining the Roadkill team. He had also offered up many cars to the show as lab rats before he became a host. Dulcich's Grape Farm also hosts some parts of Roadkill Garage, which is more about refurbishing old cars than crashing them. As you may have guessed, Dulcich and Freiburger host this spin-off together. They turn run-down cars into roadworthy works of art. If Roadkill was the devil on the shoulder of car shows, Roadkill Garage is the angel. We may as well look at Engine Masters and Junkyard Gold while we're at it. Engine Masters is more about the nitty-gritty than shows like Fast and Loud or Pimp My Ride. It's about the engines themselves. If you enjoy the how and why of car repair and modification, Engine Masters might be worth a watch. Junkyard Gold is almost more of an auction show. Roadkill host Freiburger works with car authority Steve Magnante to find better cars for the main Roadkill show. If you enjoyed the parts where Rawling finds and appraises old cars on Fast and Loud, then this show might be for you. Finally, the miniseries Roadkill Extra puts a new episode of interviews and other tidbits out every day. These include outtakes, interviews, and anything you'd find on a DVD. Catch them on Motortrend On Demand, Amazon Prime, or for free on YouTube. But Finnegan's absence from Roadkill has left many fans scratching their heads. What exactly happened to him? There were a few things that probably made him leave, so let's see what they might be. The most obvious answer that Finnegan left is he started his own show, Faster with Finnegan. A Roadkill spin-off aired in 2020 and has been going strong ever since. Due to certain world events, the first season only had 6 episodes. The format stuck throughout seasons 2 and 3. The idea is what it says in the title. Mike Finnegan and his friends race cars, then modify them to make them go faster. It's pretty easy to understand the appeal. Race cars. See why they're not as fast as they could be and make them faster so that they can race again. Some of the cars were even refurbished on Roadkill, so fans of the original are in for a treat. Faster with Finnegan is available on Motortrend On Demand, but also on Amazon Prime and YouTube for small fees. If you miss Roadkill and don't want to buy another subscription, this series might be worth checking out. But Faster with Finnegan wasn't the only reason he left Roadkill. Remember how we mentioned that Roadkill was originally intended to be a magazine? After 2015, the show got more support, notably from Dodge. That let the two editors do what they had always wanted to do, make an auto magazine. Advertised as Automotive Mayhem and more insanity per page than others dare to print, Roadkill magazine was available at newsstands and online. It included build info, stories from the crew, and more Le Mans mayhem than you could shake a stick at. If you liked Roadkill but wished you could read it, this magazine was for you. Unfortunately, Roadkill magazine was short-lived. It ran from 2015 to 2018. You can find individual issues on eBay for around $20. It's not entirely clear why the magazine folded. Part of it may have been free online content or targeting a younger audience. Or maybe print magazines weren't as popular as they used to be. Finnegan left around the same time that the magazine flopped. The cancellation of the magazine was confirmed on the Kibbe and Finnegan Show, currently the Kibbe and Friends Show, a podcast for car enthusiasts. It changed names, but you can still find old clips of it if you know where to look. But the final reason was probably that Mike wanted to spend more time with his family. He has a wife and 2 sons. After a while, he moved from California to Georgia with his family, which reduced the amount of time he could host the show. The reasons for the move have not been disclosed, but it must have been a tough decision. As far as we know, there weren't any major conflicts with Freiburger or Dulcich. Finnegan did, however, express displeasure that the show had gotten more scripted. If fan reactions to the new episode are any indication, he's not alone. If you want to see more of Mike Finnegan, check out his YouTube channel and website. He's doing fine. He does, however, prefer to keep his home life private, so you'll need to be content with watching him in his Georgia garage. Maybe you'll even see your favorite Roadkill car. So the timeline looks like this. Finnegan notices the show becoming more scripted. Roadkill magazine is canceled. Finnegan moves to Georgia with his family. Finnegan makes content from his new garage. We don't know exactly when Finnegan began noticing changes, but losing Roadkill magazine had to hurt. There went the dream that inspired Roadkill in the first place. But Finnegan got back up on his feet and is still making great content for gearheads, so give it a watch. But now we'd like to ask you, what do you think of Roadkill without Finnegan? Do you miss him enough that you want to see a show? Would you like us to take a look at any of Roadkill's other spin-offs? Finally, even though the real Roadkill Cafe does not serve roadkill, would you eat roadkill cuisine if given the chance? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell so that you don't miss the next big thing. We'll see you next time.